I feel like a woman. Cool.
We should have like the Halo song where oh.
Let's go.
Far over
So
the misty mountain cold.
Like a hydraulic steam releases, and the mech claw just shoots through this thing, busts all it out of the way, and it illuminates the next bit of the cavern, and you can see like some stalactites in the wall of the cavern, some like wooden kind of structures that have been
ruined.
ruined.
This area is like massive. It's like big open cavern.
Yeah, Torak goes through, and she's like, "Wow, this area is huge!" And sure enough, you guys come into this massive cavern, easily like 100-foot high and equally as wide. It's illuminated by Torak's spotlight enough that you guys can see pretty normally in there, because you guys have all got like dark vision. It's pretty bright in here, even if you were to use that. Passing through the archway of the cavern, or where the archway once was, I guess, 2 destroyed wooden like huts sit on each side of the overhead platform. And to the left, these huts are destroyed. There's nothing left on them. It's just like the base of what once was. Okay. To the left, you see the bedrock of the cavern is radically different to, like, noticeably different to the rest of this cavern behind you. So like directly to your left is this kind of strange wall, the whole length of the cavern, and then encircling around the rest of it is just normal cavern walls.
Jorvik,
and
what do you make of those strange stones?
Well, let's let Mammy and let's have a look.
So the walls like completely different than the rest of the cavern.
Yeah, this wall is, it's kind of smooth, like
It's noticeably different.
Different and in color and
I got 17. Well, I got 20 something.
Oh yeah, 17.
23.
23. Yeah, this looks super ancient. Like it's this wall looks like it doesn't belong to the mountain at all, right? So you're not sure if the mountain was here first or it kind of grew around whatever this is.
Does
It's ancient.
Does it just go entirely to the ceiling?
It almost looks like it just
the
interrupts this.
Is there a structure to it? Or is it just like a blank wall that we were looking at? Or
it's still got texture and shape and stuff, and bits of, like, not fallen off, but like there's bits missing and things like that.
Like there's no way over it or around
No,
it or anything.
not at all. It's just this side of the cavern wall is that.
Okay.
And
are we looking at all of the cavern wall or just part of it?
Well, you're kind of in this little small alcove, and then while you're doing this, JB's gone over and he's just like, "That's what we're here for." And you see the doorway.
Whoa! Are we on this side? Where's the map?
Does the door have the tentacle
No.
coming out of it?
No. That's just the art we had.
Okay.
Yeah, so standing at these 6 destroyed pillars leading up to this kind of ledge stonework that's been put in afterwards, you see this, like 15, I would say 15 meters, so that's, how big is that?
That's tall.
That's 50-foot high, colossal doorway. Yeah.
What is that? Wait, does that look familiar?
Yeah.
Does Turok know what it is?
Torak's just like,
What? This is here. We didn't even know this was here. Holy.
Jorvik,
Aye.
go see if someone's home.
Knock on the door.
Oh, alright.
yeah, you see the rubble is strewn around this pathway in a few areas.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Mammy has been told of this doorway, right?
Yeah, I've been described this. Would I recognize it?
Yeah, make
or-
a history check.
You should roll it in the thing.
Roll in the tray. Make a history check.
Oh my god.
It's pretty
22.
good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you remember, like, this, like, all of you had this kind of familiarity with what you're looking at, but you just couldn't quite place it, and it was...
We were all touching the book, remember?
Yeah,
right?
but you guys didn't remember it afterwards. But, like, it's like this, something about this is significant, like, incredibly significant to you three, but Mammy goes, "I remember Fang telling me about this."
Right.
Well, Mammy goes.
Yeah.
Dude.
You do you.
Mammy goes.
Who was that?
Who do you think it was?
I thought it was him. His face looked... Yeah, go on. What's Mammy do?
Fang told me about this doorway. He had nightmares about this. Ever since we touched that tome, it'd been plaguing him.
Oh, that's like when we touched that book and I got a bit more powerful, felt a bit more powerful
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Yes.
We all got visions of that.
Yeah, I wonder if Yondalla was behind that. Maybe not.
Can I connect this doorway to any of the kind of visions and things that I saw in the stone?
Make an Arcana check.
Natural one.
You have inspiration. If you don't want to use it for that.
No, I'm not going to use it for that yet. Should I? Yeah, I'll use it. Fine. Hey!
Hey!
19.
So 17.
19 is my...
19?
Right, 17 plus 2.
Walk up to the door.
You walk up.
I walk up to the door.
Okay.
I walk with him.
Yeah, we walk up to
Yeah, we all walk
Yeah,
up to the
so
door.
where the stone remains untouched and destroyed, it's almost completely smooth to the touch on this side, on the weird side. And while it doesn't feel soft or malleable, it kind of gives the impression of it. And the 6 pillars lead up to the series of steps, and the rocks around the doorway itself curve and arch in a circular fashion, and in the center of the arch is the door itself. And embedded into the top of the stonework of the door, there sits 5 stone diamonds, grey stone diamonds, protruding outwards in kind of an alternating pattern. So one's upright, the other one's upside down.
Mage hand.
The rock around the door is also slightly curved on either side before receding only very slightly, as if it was accommodating to the door. Almost as if the doorway is indented into the rock itself, bending it to its shape. And Vadok goes up and puts his hand on the rock or the door.
The door.
So Vadok puts his hand on the door and feels the energy and the
Is
magic.
it like
of
an archway in between? Like there's an arch, and then we see through it. Is there like an actual door there, or is it just
It's like a big stone door. Yeah.
Okay. So is there a handle?
No, there's no handle. But Vadok puts his hand on it and tries to feel the magical energy of it, and there is 100% without a doubt a connection to what he felt in the headmaster's quarters.
This has something to do with the void.
Should we be playing around with this?
Dark powers belong here.
Hey, I couldn't help but notice. Did you say you had visions, or someone did?
Not I, but someone we knew.
Well, I have too.
What have you seen?
What have you seen?
I've heard whispers of things that beckon me to this spot, and
Shit.
I thought there are 2 places where I can feel safe, that Prime can't see me. My office, because privacy, sometimes I set it up to have that, and here. Something about this interrupts my connection with him. So I don't know if he can see us right now, because normally he can observe, right? So, I'm sorry, but he's probably seen us come down here. Until we got here. I don't know what to do about that, but this thing, in my vision, showed me a glimpse of Prime himself dead at the hands of me.
Oh wow.
And I have no idea what that means, if that was it was what I wanted to see, or if that was a prophecy, right?
There'd not be, because we want the satisfaction of killing him, not
Oh,
the NPC.
fate can be changed. I mean, there's gods of fate, but time is a river, branching pathways.
Right.
True,
So,
let's just put
what
this
do you
to
want
bed
us to do? Do you want us to touch the door, or?
No, Vadok's already touched the door.
Right. Okay.
So you think the key to defeating Phanex himself, Phanex Prime, is this doorway and what lays beyond it?
Something is telling me and beckoning me to go. Something to do with this, and I've been studying it. See, I've got a hut over there. It's got some of my notes in it, and there's a thing that I caught coming out of it at one point.
You
You caught.
a
Yeah.
thing.
You caught.
You caught a thing.
I didn't see it come out per se, but I came in here one day, and because of my locks on the other side, it couldn't get out. I got it in a cage.
Right.
It's died since, though.
It's a beast.
Was it the Beholder?
I don't know if I'd call it a beast.
Let me have a look at it.
Perhaps we should go see this.
Do
Right.
you have its carcass?
Yeah.
In a cage, yes, he said. The
he say
carcass
that?
of it's not living.
Whatever came from this,
It's dead.
yes. Whatever came from
cage.
this is not talking to me, but
Because it's dead.
pulling me towards it.
Okay.
Yes, it's dead in a cage.
Ah.
Have your fun. Do you want to go see it or not?
Hey, let me go have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, so he leads you over to, there's like a little path south and then an alcove to the east. And there's a couple little nooks and a cage on a table with closely lined bars, like way smaller together than like jail bars.
Yeah.
There's a large table that it's sitting on filled with like knives, razors, like a wand or two, and various implements for cutting and dissecting. And inside the cage you see just like a dead... The best way to describe it is thing. Just a dead...
Oh, that's specific.
Dead thing, and from its center comes out like black tentacles.
Is it
And-
alive?
Is it
No.
globby?
Sorry?
Is it like a big glob with black tentacles?
Kind of, and it's got like
Does it look like
bony
one eyeball?
carapace every now and then as a shell almost.
Scary.
And
Like a nightmare creature.
yeah, like a creature of just utter terror.
Can I?
All of you see it, and it still has that same pull and that same familiarity the doorway had.
Maybe take it out of the cage so I can inspect it a little bit more?
Chelsea wants to do like a religion check to see if
Yeah, go
if
for
there's
that.
anything in her
I'd talk to Phoenix
scripture.
about that.
17?
This is not
Holy
of
origin.
holy or hellish origin.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. JB, may I have a look at it closer?
Yeah, don't, sure.
Is it safe?
I wouldn't touch it.
Alright. Do I get any type of advantage? on
Yeah,
this?
I'm going to assist you because I'm going to.
Yeah, go for that.
Yeah,
Do a nature arcana check.
I just wanted to.
Oh, what do you want to do
From my
specifically?
point of view, like as a hunter,
investigate it then.
I kind of want to see it in like what type of beast it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I know
Yeah,
if it's
your knowledge of
bipedal? Do I know
animals
if it's?
and-
Oh, okay.
Can I compare it to something
Yeah,
else?
investigation or nature.
With advantage or
You helping? What's your nature
I'm
of
going
your
to do
check though?
Arcana, so
Yeah.
you'll do
So
investigation.
just
separate checks.
a separate check? 15.
You're kind of looking at it, and you see kind of like not an order to its form, but it looks like it uses the tentacles to kind of get around, but you think it could get around at a very high speed. And every now there's some like arms that bifurcate as well, but only very small ones. You don't think this uses it for any functional purpose though. And then it doesn't exactly have a head, but there's like a bit of it that juts outward, and there's a bony bit of plating that kind of goes in a dome shape. It's not a beast. It's not undead. It's like a monstrosity.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Neither have I. No religious text in my experience. I've not seen anything like this. I don't think it's holy. I don't think it's a fiend. I just don't know what's going on.
I think if it was alive, it could move really quick.
Super fast.
Let me have a look.
I'm going to investigate it for like magical things.
Yeah. How do you do that, like, specifically? You're just going like, ooh.
I'm basically, I'm walking up to it.
Sergeant.
I'm kind of looking at it. I'm trying to sense if there's any magical energies coming from it. I'm going to like poke it with a javelin.
Yeah, when you poke it with the javelin corrodes as you stick it into it.
Yeah,
completely away.
Oh, well.
And you pull it back out, and it's just the stick, the handle.
Was that your teleportation javelin?
Yeah, but I can just get another one.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of like,
And he's like, that's why I don't touch it.
Yeah, I would not touch this.
Yeah, don't, yeah. I've lost a few knives. I've taken to get a wand and
Why is
cut it that way.
Why is it not
2 rocks
melting
outside,
the
right?
cage?
Yeah, she's guarding the outside.
Why is it not melting the cage?
Don't know.
Hey, what type of metal is the cage?
Magic.
Yeah, I set up a barrier.
Oh, smart.
Fair. Fair.
Put it on the table.
As you do this, you feel this corrosion, just aura coming off this thing, and you think if you touched it, it would start dissolving your flesh, but not out of like, it'd be like a necrotic damage, but in the sense of it doesn't like rot your flesh. It starts peeling it away and consuming it into another reality.
I reach out with my mage hand and like try to turn it.
Oh, you put your hand on the mage hand on the thing, and your mage hand starts corroding away from it.
I dismiss
until there's
it.
just like the stalk of the
Wow,
mage
that's
hand
a
left.
powerful barrier.
You can no longer cast.
Yeah, I dismiss my hand and then bring it back to be like, is it there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah,
So this thing, it looks like it's eating magic and material matter and essence.
I think we should hold on to this.
What, the corpse?
I did.
This may come in handy.
I was doing a check just to see, like, I'm like, if I crit one, Chelsea's gonna touch it. But I didn't crit one.
Oh,
She's not dumb enough that, like, the DC has to be pretty high for her to actually.
Okay. So
So
it's
it's
role
like
play.
4 or
Your
5.
role play check? Were you doing a role play check? Or were you doing?
Yeah, no, I already did it.
Okay.
She got a 3, but she didn't get a 1.
So only a crit one. You did.
Only a crit 1. 'Cause, like, she's not stupid enough to touch something that was physically corroding.
Yeah. Well, you
I
started.
think you would have stuck your titty in
Let's
there.
say you start approaching it, then
Yeah, Vadok
Chelsea starts
approaching.
approaching it out. It's
No.
so in. Oh. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't touch
That's
it.
not very nice, Vadok.
No.
Oi, cheeky.
you hear like
We'll
a
do that later.
you hear from the other cavern a noise like a
Question
coming.
first. Have you and Vadok had sex?
No.
Hey, okay.
Okay. I thought it was
No,
more.
I just didn't know if they have slept together before or not.
Okay.
She's blessed him.
Yeah, no.
You hear like a coming from the other room,
That's a
originating
nice
from Torak's mech. Jace runs in. He's like, "We have company."
Vadok runs out.
Yeah, so do I. Crossbow
Chelsea
ready.
readies an action in an attack.
As I run out,
She
I,
also shielded.
I pull out my staff and expend 2 charges to cast Barkskin.
Okay.
Myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, you can have like a one thing right now if you want to do a one.
What did I see?
Chelsea's actually probably going to cast Aid.
Gonna cast
Shut
AIDS.
up. Shut up.
Start spraying.
AIDS everywhere.
So she's going to give some to Vadok.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Yondalla, aid this poor soul in our coming battle, and aid Berda, and
Nice.
aid and myself. Thank
Alright.
you, Yondalla.
Right,
let's go.
You guys head out to the thing, and Torak's got her spotlight solely on 4 humanoids
Oh, shit.
that are standing at the entrance of the cavern, going like kind of checking it all out.
Does that mean they walk past the goblin village?
Yeah.
So it looks like they came from
They've-
where we
They've come from
Who are
from
they?
you guys being in here for a while. You've also deduced that this is the only way out.
What can I see about them?
came through the doorway.
Investigation or
Perception.
what? Oh, 18. What do my orc eyes see?
Your orc eyes see. You see a tiefling. You see a half-orc. You see a fire ganassi, and you see a deep gnome.
A gnome, like a little ugly looking troll.
Yeah, like a deep gnome. So like the.
So little Brendan in the mornings.
Yeah.
I'm basically
The
like a
the
little
tiefling.
gnome.
The
How far away are they from us?
they're at the entryway of where that thing was broken.
It's cool.
100 foot across because you guys are at the start of the other side.
Oh, okay.
The tiefling's a winged tiefling, by the way.
A winged one.
A winged tiefling. Yeah, they're just kind of strutting their stuff, looking really smug about themselves. And Vadok, what'd you get on your check?
18.
You recognize them.
Him specifically?
Yeah.
I know.
Do you know them?
I know
But
these guys.
here's the thing, Vadok. They're the ones that you saw at the siege of your gate.
Oh.
And
Oh, character development!
Is this before we... Like, is this your backstory?
No. I think it seems like this is the siege at the gate of Jimmy's.
So you remember seeing
Yeah.
You remember seeing a deep gnome. You remember seeing fire ganassi. You remember seeing a winged tiefling.
Did I
So
see
they-
And
them?
you remember seeing a half-orc disappear
Yeah.
outside the gate.
Yeah, figured
And
Fuck.
they're much older
Oh.
than what you remember, but they have the same facial features and recognizable traits.
So these were like students, part of the crowd outside trying to get into
Yeah,
the
were these
school?
kids or these
They
people
were
that got expelled?
kids.
Okay.
Are these the people that got expelled?
No, these are the kids in my siege.
No, they got expelled.
Okay.
Oh, so these are the people that got popped out.
Because you said they
Yeah.
disappeared, but I guess you meant appeared.
Oh,
Area?
so these are the
When-
ones we saw popping outside the entrance when we were going
Yeah.
inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vadok sees this. The half-orc just looks over and he's like, "You did this. and this is coming for you.
Did what?
You ruined our education.
Well, what are you doing with your free time?
Wait, Phoenix. I mean, JB's. What can you do?
And he looks at them. He's like, I recognize them too, but why are they so much older?
What happened to you?
It looks like they've had a lifetime of yellow.
What
I
happened
had
to
a
you?
lifetime of yellow.
What happened to you?
They
I still don't know.
the half-orc with his quarterstaff just kind of like taps it on the ground, and you see.
A yeti.
No, he just taps it on the ground. He's like, "We don't need to explain this to you, man. Like, it's not going to be worth it. You're going to be dead."
Then before I die, do me the courtesy.
At least,
of telling me.
what?
Before I die, if I'm here to be killed by you, give me the courtesy of telling me.
I ain't no monologuer.
Great.
This guy is kind of like about the whole thing. He's like, I'm here because I have to, almost.
Yeah.
Who sent you?
The Ganassi speaks up. He's like, no, she puts away her. I think she's got a lute, and she's like, we're the ones that you got kicked out, and we're back for some much long-awaited payback.
I've never seen you before.
Well, you kind of did.
I think you got the wrong people.
I think you kind of did. I think I've spent the last 20 years refining everything I have to come and give it back to you.
20 years.
What are you
No,
talking about?
we've only been here for like a day or two, mate.
Yeah, well, it's been 20 years for me.
How?
Blue speaks up and he's like, it's Yellow's power. He has... You know how I put you in my space?
Oh.
Right.
He put you in their space. Wait, no. That's the wrong one.
Yeah,
he
no.
put them in his space. And
Okay.
that's why they look older.
I don't know why you're angry at us then if some yellow dude put you in his space.
The gnome kind of he's kind of like in not monk robes, but he's in robes. Goes like this, and he's got runes tattooed all into his arms. And he's like,
Tribal tattoos, man. That's sick. This douche.
the yellow guy put us up to this.
So you're working for the yellow guy.
Oh yeah.
So you're henchman.
Oh yeah. He gave us everything we ever wanted.
Wait,
Then why
so-
are you angry?
Yeah, you're angry at us for kicking you out of a school that will teach you magic.
Well, at first we were angry, right? We've spent years here trying to hone our craft, and we were the final year students, and then we got kicked out. So then this guy comes along, he's like, if you pledge allegiance to me, I want that school, and we're like, fuck that school, right? So we joined him.
Real.
And he gave us the time and the resources to get as strong as we want, as long as we kill you first. Well, not first.
Thank you for monologuing. The other guy wouldn't do it, but I'm glad you
Yeah,
did.
no, it's kind of my
Yeah,
shtick.
it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The other guy's a bit. He's like, oh, I'm dark and brooding, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
Hey, does he put a spell on you to make yours sound the same?
That's good.
Fair.
Oh, that was shady.
Sure, I really wasn't
Ooh.
sure he was talking.
Yeah.
That was the gnome.
Okay.
that was the gnome voice.
That was the gnome. I don't.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, what's going on? What do you want me to do?
Make one be
That's
a fucking Ochre Australian.
Ogre Australian, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, the one with the tribal tats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kuya's gonna be fucking. Yeah, check it. His dad's fucking sick guy.
That was
Yeah! He can be Trent from Punchy.
I think the gnome had the tribal tats, right?
What did I say?
I don't know.
I just said the gnome.
Okay, so then
I swear I said the gnome. Just
Yeah,
then.
no,
Yeah, the gnome has the
Yeah, he's
tats.
like-
He crosses his hands, but I want you to be like,
He's like, that's the guy that was talking. He's like, fucking,
Yeah.
we can give us the resources we want. And fucking, we're gonna fucking.
well, you should have made him give you a better education with your words.
You should have had a better idea.
No, he's talking.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're probably big and
As
strong
you
and
can
very...
see, we've got bigger things to deal with than you. So why don't you run along?
We're dealing with universe-ending energies. We don't have time for this. If you could just move us along, that would be fantastic.
The Ganassi is just like, I've been waiting too long for this.
I put my hand as mark on her.
Initiative.
Oh fuck.
Just for him or for everybody?
If you're getting into any
Let me
abilities,
just read your
that's
Hunter's
initiative.
mark. Let me just read your Hunter's mark first.
I'd want to say that I step up to Vadok and I say, if you want him, you're gonna have to go through all of us.
Teal.
All right.
It does say verbal.
Yeah.
But it's like, what is she gonna like? What is?
Well, I
she...
mean, your code word for it could be like right, like and like.
I got you in my sights.
Yeah. Let's say you can harness mark. I didn't think.
One shot, one kill.
So the tiefling's just kind of like.
Wait. How did you get down here? What did you do to the goblins?
Yellow gave us position. We calm down.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. DM.
That's the tiefling.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he gave us Nico, my cousin.
Big American titties!
Yellow gave us position. We came down,
And then you went bowling.
and then we went bowling. And guess what? You the pins.
Oh!
We're all like that.
I got like my mage hand going.
I'm that dude. Oh!
Mammy,
I produced flame. That's what that was.
Mammy, have you got any aloe to put on my burn?
Make a good berry and that's what I
Yeah,
put
got some good berry to put on my burn.
For your hunter's mark, make a stealth check for me to see if
So
they
if you
notice
ever
you
want
do
to
it.
mark someone without them knowing it.
19.
Still.
They don't notice. So you successfully mark this.
If that's
like, I'm gonna get
successfully
this.
mark, how about I just like while we're all speaking, I kind of like pull out the bad news and just hold it in my
Yeah, it's like a threatening thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're not intimidated at all. They see the mech, they see you guys, they see the grandma, they see the orcs.
So they see all of us and they're not intimidated.
They're just like,
I'm gonna take a couple of steps forward, and I'm gonna say specifically to like this half-orc.
Look, Junior. If you don't want to get the shit beaten out of you, and your throat's all slit, I would turn around and fuck off.
you're calling me Junior.
Is that the half-orc?
I'll do it now.
Whenever those guys talk, this is what we're doing.
The orc's like, I'm over this.
Like, we're not taking these kids seriously at all.
They're probably a huge threat.
They're probably like really powerful and a huge threat. We're just like,
They've been trained. They've been trained for this their whole lives. Like,
We've been training for the last 20 years to like come and take revenge on us.
for like 7 weeks.
These kids are literally the definition of peaking in high school. Just like never getting over getting kicked out. Letting it define them.
So true.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
you
nothing
see-
personnel.
Make a perception check because you guys are all like being like, eh.
We all make
No,
one.
I want one perception check from one of you.
I have high wisdom.
It's 11.
16.
16.
Mammy, you notice the gnome going like, and he's like got a rune circle going in the ground, and he's casting something.
Casting something.
He's readying an action, and he
I nudge Jorvik.
Hey?
He's casting.
and you see like a little bullet light up on the ground,
Do we?
Where? Like under us or?
like directly in front of you.
I've basically got my arms crossed.
What's the
and
range
then
on it?
I'm
Hold
just-
on, it's going to be where it's 60 foot. 60 foot directly towards you. It's 40 feet away from you.
Yeah, I'm basically standing there with my arms crossed, and just as I'm standing there, I'm just gonna go, and my scimitar just appears in my hands.
Two rocks like, what the fuck?
Tarak hasn't noticed this. She is paying attention to what's going on
Yeah.
right now. She's in like I am prepared battle mode.
So I've stepped forwards. I teleported my scimitar to my hand. I take out my shield. I just like turn around and I'm just like, drink. And then I turn around and just like run at them.
Can I prepare an action?
Yeah.
Or not? Whatever. Let's roll for initiative.
The way he said it, roll initiative.
Kelsey's already prepared an action when she was first
Yeah, you
jumping
did.
out of the.
Would you prepare?
She prepared an attack.
Just like an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you roll 1,
Oh no, I'm gonna use these new dice.
you run very slow.
Yeah, drink.
Who has that?
Everyone runs ahead of you. You're like, walk.
So the prepared actions, I guess, will go first.
I don't have a prepared action.
Oh shit, boss fight!
Come on!
All right.
Come on, fuckers!
Yeah,
All right. So shit that was happening immediately before this.
Encouragement.
Chelsea had readied an action. Kuda, the gnome, wizard gnome was
That's his
cast.
name, Kuda.
Yeah, Kuda.
Isn't that like a slang word for a pussy?
Is it?
Like a Kuda, like give me
just-
that Kuda.
Is
Yeah,
it?
this is.
Hold
I don't know. I
Hey,
just generated
This is Kuda, not Kuta.
K-H. Oh
Is
yeah.
it?
This is K-H-U-D-A.
You should say that to him.
Right.
Your name sounds like vagina.
We're about to smash.
what shows it at.
Oh, God.
No.
Kill him first.
Smash the Kuda.
Yeah, smash the Kuda.
But
rip
yeah, no,
into
yeah.
the
Kuda was casting a glyph on the ground. Yeah, so Vadok, you rolled a perception check. What were you looking for? You were checking these four out.
Yeah, it was basically like, what can I tell about them? What kind of powers they've got? what kind of
How
threat
well does Vadok know like the classes?
I mean, like,
It's magic, right?
I know Warlock pretty damn well.
Yeah, you think one's definitely a warlock.
I know Wizard pretty well from Eldritch.
Yeah, well,
Knight.
yeah. There's definitely a wizard in there too.
Yeah.
And he knows Bard because he breaks out into song.
Well, this one's a pretty obvious bard. I'm like, that's pretty easy giveaway.
Yeah, I don't know, I'll be honest.
That the Ganassi pulled out a
Yeah.
loot.
I don't know Bard very well. I know all of the classes that use spells and magic
Yeah,
for offense.
yeah. So from your check, you definitely can see that one of them is a sorcerer, one of them is a bard, one of them is a warlock, and one of them is a wizard.
Which one's which?
Through the power of elimination, you think that, well, the Ganassi is the bard, right? You can't really tell between the orc and the tiefling who is the sorcerer and who's the warlock, because they haven't really started doing anything. But you get the feeling that the wizard is the gnome because of the tattoos that light up when he starts casting a spell. Anyway, let's get into the initiative order.
Yeah!
Surprise round first, so Chelsea and
Surprise round, bitches.
Chelsea and Kuda, you guys are going to be in surprise round. The glyph, by the way, Vadok said he charged forward by
Yeah, I'm
before.
30 feet forward.
Yeah, he is 10 feet from this glyph.
Cool. Hope it procs on glyph.
I mean, with my perception check as well, do I know what this glyph is?
Well, I mean, it's going to resolve right now. You'll find out.
Rest in
exactly.
peace,
Yeah.
TPK. Let's go.
So Kuda's tattoos are swirling around his skin as he's casting. They're lighting up, and he's whispering in some kind of primordial or deep speech.
Then I know exactly what he's saying. It's
Yeah,
primordial.
he's like, "Come forth from the darkness and from and start."
Yeah. Yeah, mate.
Is he a warlock or a wizard?
Yeah.
Can you do it in his...
Come forward.
Yeah, come forth from the darkness. Yeah, mate, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then this glyph goes red from the blue, and it summons a Bulgara, which is a demon. Yeah, a Bulgara has joined initiative.
That knows
Bulgar.
exactly what a Bulgar is.
Yeah.
Are they tough?
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
So yeah, he has just summoned this Bulgara 10 feet from Vadok, and it's gonna join initiative.
How far away is it from us?
It's 40 feet from you and
Okay.
10 feet from Vadok.
Cool.
And then Chelsea, what's up? Action time.
Chelsea readied in action.
I'm just letting you have a full turn.
Just having a full turn.
Yeah,
nice.
your ready to action was enough to get the surprise out, so I'm just going to give you a full turn.
Okay, cool. Well, Chelsea pulls out her wand of magic missile because she realizes that she is about 100 feet away. Is it 100 feet away?
Yeah, you guys are on the opposite end of the cavern. They're 100 feet. Torak is probably 50 feet in the middle with the mech, and Madam,
Oh, she's in there.
Yeah.
She's Jon Snowed it. She's like in the middle of the battlefield.
she was watching the whole time.
I thought she was at the fucking hut. I didn't realize she was like...
the hut, as in.
No, she couldn't get there.
Oh.
It was just us.
Okay. Keep going.
Alright, Chelsea's like, you have a chance to surrender. You don't have to do this.
They.
Come on.
Which, who are you talking to? Just them?
To whoever wants to respond.
Oh, they're like,
No, I'm not surrendering.
we'll well past that.
Don't make me do this. Alright. Guys, who should I go for?
Do your first.
I suspect the Air Ganassi is the bard.
Fire.
The fire. I suspect the fire Ganassi is the bard. I would go for him.
I'm saying as I'm like,
It's a she.
Who should I go for?
I suspect the.
I almost said Agnessi.
This isn't gonna cut out.
Basically.
I suspect you should go for the fire Ganassi. She looks like the bard.
Oh, that took a really long time for you to say. I think my turn's over.
What do you do?
Chelsea's like, I'm sorry about this. You had a chance to back down. I'm sorry. And she gets her wand of magic missile and just fucking unfurls it at that fucking.
How many
guy
charges?
Ganassi. 7.
Whoa!
Level
You
7.
fucking read the rules for your thing because you have to do something when you hit 0. It might become nothing.
It's worth it. It's
but
worth
you expend 7 charges. It's a 9d4 plus 9. Roll damage.
Oh, can I borrow a d4?
Get mine. Take this.
Plus 4, so that's 9.
On who? The bard?
Yeah, this is on the bard.
Nice.
9, so 4
Nice.
plus 4.
28 plus 9. So
So
that is
28
37.
plus 37
damage.
force damage. That's a fucking hit and a half.
Fucking hell.
All right, this it's like a Gatling gun of just.
Yondalla, magic power, go!
All these sperms.
That's what it was last time, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Just like
They're little tadpole, glowing tadpoles. What they look like is up to you.
Oh, white glowing.
Little white glowing tadpoles. I'm not saying what they are.
I don't saying nothing.
They're going.
So they all swirl around each other. This magic just impacts just in the same spot, right in the bard's chest. And she takes it, absorbing the impact, and then she withstands it, and she takes that hit, but she takes a big hit. She's not bloodied.
I need to roll a d20.
How much? 37?
I have to roll a d20. If I get a 1, the wand crumbles. 6. I mean, not great, but, you know.
And those charges will
That's-
start to
that-
recoup at dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because it was 12, 15, it was 1...
What?
Are you alright?
Are you me?
I don't know.
What's that Red Bull you drink?
Yeah.
I mean, no,
So another rope.
I'm pumped for battle!
Next!
Pumped for battle!
All right, the surprise round is over, and Kuda is at the top of initiative.
Nice, got the cooter on top.
I'm gonna get you.
Every turn of Kudas, we have to have Barracuda! I feel like a woman. Cuda.
We should have like the Halo song with it. Oh.
Let's go.
Anyway, Kuda, you see him, he finishes this conjuration spell, and then you see him muttering under his breath. He looks like he's concentrating to sustain the glyph there. And then you see on his other arm some more glyphs start lighting up, and he mutters an incantation. You can't really hear from here, but then he just starts to dissolve into mist. And
Oh, good, he's gone.
He dies.
The silvery mist kind of envelopes his form, and he appears 30 feet closer to you.
Yeah, Misty Step.
Yeah. So he appears 30 feet closer to you, and then he turns his attention towards Chelsea,
He's putting a wand away, looks up at you.
and he's just like, "Well, that's a fine entry, isn't it?" And then he what's that actually?
In it.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, Kuda is a pretty ocker name. Like, hey, my name's
Hey, my name's Kuda, yeah.
He's
That's
obviously a conjuration wizard.
concentrating with this hand, he grabs this hand and lifts it into the air, and a number of white icicles start to take shape and then compress into snowballs, and he just throws it at you. And he these
You take 70 damage. Oh, shit.
Legit though, we might.
Yeah.
he throws these snowballs start just like swarming and impacting on your armor. Make a dex save.
7.
You fail. So you're going to take the full amount instead of half. As these things just impact your armor, that is 24 cold damage.
That is 12 cold damage.
That is 12 cold damage, is it?
Yes. Chelsea,
All right.
and anyone within 10 feet of her take half spell damage.
Hey! So yeah, these...
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Minus.
Oh, okay. Oh
my god.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's just... He sees this shimmer of silver light, let's
Yeah,
say
it's like
silver
she's
light.
like in a safe ball sack.
Yeah, so yeah, she's got this aura of shimmering light that you can see every now and then the snowballs are impacting on, but some get through, start hitting her armor and hitting her like just all over it. Yeah, you only take half of the damage due to your aura.
Yeah.
Jorvik.
I move. Am I next to you?
Yeah, I think
we're
we're all there except
The
Vadok,
mech.
who's
The
running.
mech and I are 30 feet away.
I failed it. So I take 12 damage too.
Well, yes, you also take 12 damage.
Okay, I'll write that down.
That's the half.
Jorvik, get down!
And yeah, you see Jorvik just getting hit every now and then, so you know your aura's working.
It's not much of a snowboard fight.
Jorvik, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot the bard. This is sharpshooter.
Yeah. So -5 on your hit to hit.
Oh.
What'd you get?
You say -5 on the roll?
Yeah, if sharpshooter is if you get -5 on the roll.
16.
16?
Yep.
On the bard?
Yep.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh.
Yes.
And that's with +10 for sharpshooter?
What are you using your gun or are you using your
bad
bow and
news?
arrow?
I'm using the bad news.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
You're
big
like,
sniper rifle, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you had the bad news now.
8 plus 6 plus 10. I do 20 damage to the bard.
20 damage to the bard.
Oh!
28.
She's been injured because the magic missile.
Yeah.
I can roll Colossal Slayer.
Okay, so 28 so far.
29 damage.
Alright, what's the total?
29 damage.
Oh.
There's a lot of health for a bard.
maybe not the best title, Colossal Slayer.
Bloodied.
I'll mark down the... So I have 9 bullets.
Like, let me play
Anything else,
you a
Jorvik?
song.
You've got a second
I'm gonna
attack,
take the 12.
Yeah,
I
no,
have a
put it
second
away.
attack.
but it's an attack, not an action.
I know.
So you
and
can't use it to
whoop it-
reload.
And I can't really use it to switch weapons, can I?
It's like a free action, but you only get one.
So I can, in that round.
Yeah, withdraw an object. Draw
Yeah,
or
you're good,
shoot
you're
the
good.
sword. Withdraw an object from your backpack.
Yeah, you're good.
So I can take out my crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking take out my crossbow and I use sharpshooter again.
Yeah, go for it.
But that's a 10. So
So it doesn't matter anyway. You missed.
I think so.
So is it a 10 or is it a 5?
It's a 10 after I rolled.
Yeah, so 10.
Oh, so yeah, you kind of switch weapons too quickly, and you don't really take the time to aim, and you just and the arrow just flies past, hits the wall of the cavern, and you miss.
Cool. And that's all my
You get a bonus.
for my bonus action. One bonus. I want to move. Then I'll move away from the wizard, 25 feet. I don't
You
know.
move
That
them
means
back.
away from you guys too.
So you're like 120.
I pick up my shit and I run.
Backwards.
Or like maybe to the side. Or
Okay.
something. Is there any cover around that I can maybe take?
Where are you now? The only cover in the area you're directly in is no, it's not much. There's like a pillar.
Can I reach the pillar with 25 feet from where I am?
No, you get like halfway there.
Is the pillar towards the bad guys?
No, the pillar is actually
kinda
where
skirting
Madame
around.
Torak and Fenax and the orcs are.
Oh, that's where I want to head then.
Yeah. So you can head probably. I'd say they're like 40 feet again.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
In a
just
different
gonna, I'm gonna
direction.
move 25 feet towards them.
Voiha is up next.
Voya.
That's the orc.
Boy, yeah.
Good names, man.
Voiha.
Does he have like a Superman shirt and like a
You
fucking
know it.
video camera as well? A Voya.
Yeah.
It's what I.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
That's what you are.
It's what I am.
He kind of puts his hand up in a signal, and as his robe falls down, you can see this like swirling, glowing mark on there, and he goes like that, and points towards just the general lot of you, actually in the direction of Torak, Madam, and the orcs, and you can hear this.
They haven't done anything. Why is he attacking them?
It's attacking all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's.
They haven't even said anything.
You can't
to them.
say murder. He's gonna die, man.
They're saying, why are they attacking them? We've been talking shit to them. They've just been off the side not saying anything.
Attacking all of us.
It's tactical that you're there by association.
Yeah, when attacking the bard.
Look, think of from
Bard's
their
just
point of
put
view.
a
They
thing
hate the
away.
headmaster. Like, it's
Yeah, they
his
know
fault
the
too.
headmaster, they know Madam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're attacking our support.
Yeah, he goes like that, pointing at there with the glowing mark. Then you just hear this very slow, impactful tremor start to happen. Walking behind Voiha. What is
The
it?
cogs are fucking turning.
Yeah.
You can see it in Matt's eyes.
Like this giant lumbering figure starts coming from behind him,
fuck.
and walks past him. An earth elemental has just come out of the tunnel and started making its way 30 feet towards the mech and the group.
Fucking summons.
All these guys have fucking pets and shit.
Yeah.
Do your own goddamn dirty work. Yep. Babies.
Good insult.
That's cute.
Babies.
Too scared to do anything. And they're just like, oh, get him, Belgura. Pokemon, go.
fucking summons!
The mark glows and he starts to crackle with electricity.
It's Witch Bolt.
He starts walking forward about 20 feet as he's casting this. And then a thunderous sound echoes through the chamber. Lightning generates out of his arm, and then he just disappears in a flash of lightning. And then...
Oh no, he's got Misty Step too.
No, it's not Misty Step.
Misty
And
Step.
then
Do you know what it is?
make a con save first, and then
Who are you talking about?
all three of you've gone, and then so you two are still there.
So just us.
So just the two of them.
Yeah. So the two of you make a con save. He has just appeared in a bolt of lightning, and it has just arced out. What he's done is crackled out, and he has landed with force, and the teleportation that he's cast echoes out and hits you. So make a con save.
I feel like I
Thunder
should use my inspiration.
Oh, your choice. Book.
What's the range on that?
90.
Yeah, do it. mate.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
do it.
That's why I said he walked
So we
forward.
were...
No, wait. But
Sounded
if
like
you
he started casting before he started walking. I don't know if that's allowed.
if you
So you prepare it, and then you can. I mean, it's flavor.
I know.
Yeah.
But if you're next to Chalice, so you're gonna get half damage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's no need to use
Okay,
that
yeah,
inspiration.
true.
Yeah, maybe save it.
Because he didn't do very well.
Yeah. I didn't do well either.
I got a 5.
I got 3 plus 3, 6. Do we beat it?
You only take 15 without the reduction.
Oh, so take...
It's 7.
That's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 7.
So yeah,
Okay,
Chelsea's aura just protects against the brunt of this damage. It didn't actually do too much. This lightning crackles through you. You feel the penetrative force of this electricity as this voyeur stands behind you.
This voice
Does he take his clothes off as he does it?
No, but
So it was just the bard over back where they started now?
there's still the tiefling as well.
Okay.
But,
They all get their turns before any of you do.
Yeah.
as a bonus action, Mammy,
Yeah.
you start to feel this not dread, but this entity kind of start enveloping you.
He's Hex Gibber.
And he's casting
Okay.
Hexblade's Curse on you as
Okay.
a bonus. It's not it's a passive effect.
Is it any creature that he sees?
Is he next to us now?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
Within-
he is
within
next to
Itten
them.
range.
Down internet. Well, I'm gonna do... Does that provoke an opportunity attack?
He hasn't moved.
He's not at you.
But he attacked... But because of my sentinel feat,
This isn't it. Oh.
He attacked a friendly person.
He didn't
within
target.
5 feet
Did it
of
say
me.
target?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target
Oh,
other than
it didn't
you.
make an attack because the thing he did was an AOE. That's their turn. The bard stands back. She's kind of checking herself over. She's like, "Am I dead? Okay, good." Starts strumming the lute and just muttering an incantation, and you see some of the wounds start closing up. And she
How does
casts,
she heal herself then?
She starts casting a healing spell.
Fuck, that's all it does.
Must be a high level.
Yeah, she's cast at a high level.
Yeah, you see some of the wounds start closing up as she casts the spell. She heals a little bit from that, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. She walks 30 feet forward towards you guys. So what? She's 70 away. She's still out of range for any cantrip she can do. So she puts away the loot, pulls out a light crossbow, and just takes aim at Chelsea.
How far away are they from Chelsea?
This is 80-foot range. She's
Oh,
walked
yeah.
30 foot.
That she could hit you.
Yeah. And is it disadvantage at all? It missed anyway, probably. It's only a 13. Yeah, so he just glances off your armor at this point. Chelsea, you're up.
Yeah, I want to take out that bard, but this guy's like right behind us.
Yeah.
And he's just done a thing to Mammy, and is pulling out some kind of weapon.
You do have multiple attacks though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Chelsea's just like freaking guy goes. It was like lightning damage, right? He like
It was like it was like a lightning storm just took him away, and then he appeared behind you, and it just echoed out like almost like a fist of havoc, except
Yeah, it was like a
just
thunder wave.
Yeah, it was like a thunder wave,
Lightning
but it
Yeah, teleport thunderwave.
there's a teleport thunder wave pretty much.
Yeah.
Good spell. I like that.
Yeah,
Cool spell.
If Chelsea turns around and faces this guy, is she and Mammy flanking him?
I'd say you could move around without breaking engagement, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can like be dueling in a sense, and then
Right? Yeah. Well,
can
Chelsea flanks this guy, and she attacks him
yeah, go for it.
with her great clue. It's 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Chelsea wants to do Divine Smite against him. Fucking hell. So that's 8 damage total.
8.
Yeah, but 4 of that is radiant damage.
Okay,
That
yeah.
matters.
Alright. So,
And then she hits him again. She doesn't hit him again. Unless a 13.
13 does not hit.
Yeah. As a bonus action, she wants to take out a dandy bomb.
Oh,
Dandy
yeah?
bomb.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
You need action to throw it, right?
It's
As an
I think it's a
action.
bonus to light it and an action to throw it. Is that what I put?
So don't light it down.
She just takes out the explosive. And then that's enough for Chelsea, but then Berta would be going on my turn
Yes.
this time.
Yes, he does.
So what's happening over there? What?
Berta's like raring to go, man. He's looking at that elemental like
Yeah.
like
Level
really
5 Berta is looking at the element.
level 2 Berta.
Level 2 Berta
my
looking
God.
at that element.
Yeah.
He's like he looks back at Chelsea. He's like, please let me go.
And Chelsea's like there. She's got wailing on this wall like that.
She-
Just zipped behind her. And she's like, oh shit.
Is Berta gonna fight the elemental?
Yeah, man, he would. Like,
Is he gonna rage? He should,
Yeah, no, he's gonna
The
rage.
rage is a bonus.
because
Half
Yeah.
damage on bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
it's an earth elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that dude's got like 5 million health. So
Berta's- yeah, no, Berta. Chelsea's like, Berta, be careful, but help where you can. She's like, oh shit.
Hold
can
on.
rage as a
so
bonus
you
action?
hit Voiher, right?
Yeah.
He needs to make a con save. And he's just like, ah!
no, you don't. He does.
As
Because
he
his
gets hit
concentration
and his
spell.
glowing mark just subsides, and you see the earth elemental not go away or dissipate, but just stop in its tracks, turns around a bit, and then back, and it's an equal distance from both the tiefling and the rest of them, and it keeps heading towards the mech.
Berta, help out where you can. Get the bard if you can, but do you, boo? I love you.
And he looks past the earth elemental to the bard. He's like, and looks up at the earth elemental. He's like, "Oh, try!" And he's like,
Ignore the big guy. Let the tank take care of it.
and he starts like charging. He double moves right at the bard. The bard starts paying attention to Berta, just a raging red orc.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. And as he passes the earth elemental, it's gonna get an opportunity attack.
You're barbarian anyway. He's like,
Yeah. That's kind of the flavor of it. It's like Berta's like, you told me to go for the bard, get the bard. The earth elemental swings past, natural 20.
Are you fucking kidding me, Matt?
Oh.
It's fine.
It's half damage.
We knew Berta was gonna die.
Half max damage.
Half max damage. It's reached 10 feet. Even if he took a berth, he would have got hit.
Yeah.
It's
like
so
eight-
it
it's like
takes
eight.
2d8 plus 5, which is 16 plus 5, 21. It takes 10 damage.
10 damage. So Berta takes 10 damage.
So Berta takes 10 damage. And he keeps going past. He just takes the hit. He's like, "Rah!" And the
He's level
bard,
2, right?
What health have you got?
the bard,
It's like 8. He's in single digit.
No, he's down to 22.
Berta, yeah, just takes the hit. The bard was kind of hoping the elemental would take him out, and she just goes, oh fuck, like getting a bit panicked.
And Berta like took like like you see in
He
fucking
took the
animes
hit.
where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when Goku gets punched and he's like,
Yeah. The earth elemental like slammed on him, and like as this happens, he kind of just goes.
then you see him go into the rock and then everyone's like, oh my god, Berta's dead. Joe's like, Berta! And then all of a sudden, sinew and muscle, he's like,
Yeah, he's like cruising out. He's like, power! Runs for the kick. Really against an earth elemental. That's what you're up against. Jaeger's turn.
Berta gets inspiration.
But
No,
He
it's
still gets to
he still
attack
has
the
to
bard.
attack.
He hasn't had used attack. He just
you
double
use the
moved.
dash
Oh,
action.
you double move.
Oh no, wait.
Is he on the bard now?
He is with the bard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
If I wasn't so tired, you'd be fucking dead.
yeah, he's just like,
Yeah, he's like up in his fucking face.
in a video game sense, he's just like waiting for that next
Yeah.
action, like turn-based order.
There's a lot of tension there. They're both just like,
Maybe,
it's like this. Like,
maybe they'll fall in love. And he can persuade her with his orc
Yeah,
cock.
and then when she lets her guard down, I'll fucking murder her.
I will too, point blank. We'll
Yeah. I will execute her.
we're all reservoir dogs this
So
shit. We'll cut her ears off.
at this point, the sorcerer tiefling next to the bard watches this all going on, and he just
Takes flight.
he
sorcerer.
launches into the air with his wings, flapping these leathery fucking appendages he's got, and then points points this staff with kind of like a arc shape on it, and there's like a little crystal gem inside of it, like sky blue in color. It starts charging with electricity, and he points it down at the mech.
Oh.
He goes,
Get super
"Fry,
What was that?
fry,
You're flying.
fry."
Try.
Try what?
I said, fry.
Wrong accent.
I said, fry.
Are you a cook?
No, you're doing the Half-Orc's accent.
What's the fucking Russian
She's
version?
a Slav.
Hello, Nico.
Yeah, he's
let's
just
go
not-
bowling.
Hey, Nico,
I say
I'm just not good at it.
He's trying. He's just not very good at the accent.
Fry. Right?
I got you, man.
What's the Russian one then?
Fry.
Fry.
Right.
You
Fry.
like fry?
It's very similar to the Swedish one.
I'm going to fry you.
I'm going to fry. There'll be fry,
Fry.
not fry.
Whatever. Good job though.
Keep going.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck me.
Bowling.
Bowling.
Cousin. You're the pin.
We get some fried pork and go bowling.
Bowling. Fry. That, yeah?
So you fry him. Go. Fry him.
Fry.
Oh, fly.
All happens in 6 seconds. What's that gonna do? Fry? What are you gonna say?
Lightning arcs out of the staff and just burns into the ground in a very long line. This is actually going to affect a couple of them, not all of them. It's only 5 feet wide. So let's say Madam and the mech are going to have to make a dex save.
It's an item.
A cast. The lightning strikes the mech and kind of arcs over it, leaves a huge scorch mark in it, keeps going. Madam tries to jump out of the way and gets hit by the full force of it.
Yeah, she's old as fuck.
Oh, shit.
That is...
He's still rolling.
Doesn't take that much. They only take 23 damage full. So Madam takes the full 23 damage.
Is there a hair on it? Just like...
Yeah, it like fries her hair.
She had little specs on. Like, oh, hello.
Yeah, you
Welcome
see
to
her.
the
You see one of her
library.
glasses like crack, and she's just like.
Don't you should turn that manic. No, oh, fuck.
One of her glasses crack as she gets up and she pulls them off. She's like,
How many pairs of glasses is she wearing?
one.
Oh, so one of
Just
her
like the really-
lenses cracks.
Fair play. Damn it.
Go, shield! Keep going.
Take
One of her lenses cracks and of her big thick rims, and she pulls them off. She's like, and the mech actually when it gets hit, you kind of see it go,
Okay.
and it
Actually,
actually
supercharges it. It does more damage.
it actually is vulnerable to this damage, but it succeeded. So it took half and then took full. Otherwise, it would have taken quadruple damage.
Okay.
Getting warm in here.
Wouldn't it make me like vulnerable to fire, not electric?
Probably vulnerable to that too.
After he does this, he starts casting a spell in another hand. It looks like a familiar spell you guys have seen before. He's been doing it much faster. And
Is it his turn, or you?
Oh, he's gonna quicken spell.
He's a wizard.
He's a sorcerer.
yeah, you see him just go whoosh, and this spectral armor just appears on
Is
him.
this the tiefling?
Mage armor. Fuck!
JB is up, and he's like watching all of this kind of just chaos envelope the battlefield, and then he just has a moment where he's like, oh no! If Yellow's here, the school, and he yells out to you. He's like, guys, second please, second. I need to go back to the school. I think I need to go back to the school. Prepare for Yellow's approach. Will you be okay? Or would you want? I can do something here if you want, and then we can go.
I'm fucking running. There's dirt everywhere. I'm like, fucking dodging shit. Chelsea's fighting dudes.
Bird is getting slammed by an elemental.
Everybody here, okay?
Vadok's like, fuck!
He's like, I can't do anything.
Legs, like, do something.
He's like, I was fuck. He just slings off a chaos bolt just straight at the earth elemental.
Like straight at Chelsea.
No.
Confused.
Yeah, he's a bit panicked. He's still.
I skin the dirt. I'm like, do what you need to do!
Yeah. Yeah, I yell at the Jimmy. I'm like, protect your students.
Hey!
Yeah. And he goes,
More
okay,
acting.
madam, I need your help. And she looks over and she
What?
and
More
she goes.
acting.
What do you mean?
He deals a huge blast of cold energy emanating out from his staff, right at the earth elemental. It takes 39 damage.
There we go.
That's his turn. Madam hobbles over to Fenax and starts casting the same teleportation spell that you saw the others casting. Well, when you first met her. She's concentrating that for a bit. She says to JB, she's like,
While I'm doing this, you keep doing what you're doing when you can, and then we'll be out. We'll go protect the school, and we'll prepare for war.
Oh shit.
Send help if you can. No, we got this. These chumps.
How long do you need from me? I'll bring you I can. I can come back.
Keep an eye on us.
I would!
she's got another 7th slot, so she could come back.
Yeah.
Mammy.
It's like a video game.
Is there anyone around the
Make
elementals?
Berta just ran past him, got smacked into the ground,
Yeah.
and then
No one
kept
there.
going.
At the moment, there's no one there, right?
No.
Okay. So Mammy just saw this elemental come in, and he's read about them, and he knows how powerful they are, but
Yeah.
he's never seen one before.
Yeah, this
So
thing
he
is
sees
a
it walk in,
large
he's
earth
just
element.
like-
He's like... going
It's
across.
just like he's sort of he's a little terrified, shaking a bit. Out of his he grabs out of his bags.
Flask.
He grabs out of his bags like a few thorns, and he puts it onto his staff, and they sort of come alive and animate, and they start like twirling around the staff.
Oh.
They pierce the ground, and they come out of the ground where the elemental is and wrap around him. A wall of thorns.
Ooh,
comes up.
that's a big spell.
Yeah.
Is that all your charges?
That is the remaining 6 charges on my staff. Yeah.
Do you have to roll the your
I
thing?
will. I'll do this first.
Yeah. Fuck.
Is your stuff like if you use up the charges you roll, and if you
I
get a
roll.
crit one,
It becomes
destroys.
it
No,
destroys the stuff.
it just becomes a regular staff.
Ah,
Yeah. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this shit should not have good decks.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, we're all just, we see the thorn walk up. We're like, and we see it get caught in there, and we're like,
You're like,
Barry's like,
you're running towards the thing.
It's so funny about it. It's like Ryan sees the whip.
It takes 17 damage.
What kind?
Piercing.
Yeah, it's resistant to piercing, so it's only going to take half of that.
That's okay.
What's it take?
8 if
So
it rounds
that's
down.
8.
Yeah.
This thing takes 8 damage. As it wraps around, is it restrained or anything?
No, but it becomes like difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, so it's half
It can walk
movement.
through it, but every 1 feet
Yeah, it's
of
half
movement
move.
becomes 4 feet.
So this thing can only move, what's a quarter of 30? 7 foot out of this
Okay.
thing. How long is this? How big is this area?
It's a 20-foot circle.
It's going to take like 3 turns.
does it get more damage if it starts its turn in
Yeah,
there?
until it gets out, it'll take damage every
it's
turn. Yeah.
trying to make its way out of this wall
So
of
do you want
thorns.
to keep
And there was like sort of like a green sort of area on it that has almost like a battery meter.
Yeah.
And it sort of, as that happens, it's gone to 0. And I'm gonna roll to see if it loses magical properties. No, it's fine. So what's the closest thing to me? There's the orc behind me. But what else? How far is like the bard and everything? How far away is that?
The bard is,
100
where are
foot.
you? You're 100 feet.
Okay. If I move away, he'll get an opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my bonus action to wild shape. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna wild shape into a giant elk.
I would say you've seen a giant elk.
Okay.
Cool.
Doesn't have to draw this one.
You shift into a giant elk, and you got Mammy, that's all your turn. So you've had an
That's
action, you've had a,
everything.
a shift,
action.
and you're not moving.
Yeah, no, I'm not moving.
All right, Torak is looking at the earth elemental like from in her mech. She presses a few buttons, and then you see the cannon arm start just rotating its barrel, choosing a slot, and she's gonna fire her cannon at the elemental.
You ready to do this, Raleigh?
bro.
Marco is like my fish. She's the rider. We have a great drift.
Maybe I'm thinking.
All right,
that's
so
the game
you see the cannon barrel glow with this kind of rainbow of magical energy. It shifts between about 6 different colors, and then lands on a red color, and it launches this flame out of the orb. It makes a spell attack. That's a 19. That'll definitely hit, and it hits it. It takes 22. It takes 22 fire damage as the cannon pops out a cartridge. You see like an expended scroll unfurl and burn up.
Oh fuck, that's cool.
And it's not resistant to this, so it's going to take the full amount of that.
Oh, I have a heal.
She starts activating the servos. You see the mech start walking forward 20 foot very slowly towards this.
She boogies on over there.
She starts making. She ends her turn just on the edge of the wall of thorns. Torak's absolutely smart enough to know what's going on there, and she moves the mech very slowly, only about 10 feet, just to the edge of this wall of thorns radius.
Okay, cool.
All right, Vadok, you're up.
Yes! Oh, okay. So, first thing I am going to do, I am going to cast my Hex. It is going straight at that fucking bard. So as I'm running, you just see me like I'm like foaming at the mouth. I'm like bloody and sweaty, and I'm just running.
How are you
forwards.
bloody? Like
You
haven't
taking
even-
damage?
No, but I'm just like
he's got the Vadok sweats and it looks like blood.
yeah, like I'm sweating.
Oh no, that
so
goblin
much.
blood is like the sweat starting to make it like drip.
Yeah, because I've got new temporary hit points. They don't stack, so I guess that's it. But yeah, so I'm just sprinting, and then you just see this shadow form of me just sprint out of me ahead
Just
of
even
me
faster,
and
yeah.
just dive into this bard
Yeah.
who now has disadvantage on wisdom checks. And then I'm gonna use my scroll of protection.
As an action?
Yep. So I am now covered in a cone of protection against.
Can you roleplay that for me?
Yeah. So.
And he's like, what kind of protection against?
It gives me protections against fiends.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, so I have
thing
a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bulgara is.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I have a 5-foot radius cone around me, pretty much, that stops the fiend from being able to enter it or attack me unless it
Oh,
takes a save.
fuck yeah! How long does it last for?
It does not say on here, on this sheet you made me, Matt, but I'm assuming probably going to be like a minute.
It's a one. Scrolls are one use.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
the
but like
scroll-
how long?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, so I'm basically, I'm
You
like
can
sprinting.
face tank that fucking Bulgara.
Yeah, I'm sprinting, and then this like shadows come out of me, and then you just see me like pull out this parchment that's just burnt up in my hand as I've used it, and then I am going to use my action surge, and I am going to cast Eldritch Blast at the bud. Does the I'm running past the fiend. Does it get an opportunity?
Yeah, this thing
Because I'm running so that it's not in my cone, obviously.
just tries to just smack you as you go past. It sees the cone, so it's gonna make a charisma check. That's a 2.
So it does not.
And it just punches into the cone and just it ripples outward with
Yeah, it goes for its claws at me, and then the claws just kind of like scrape along this magical barrier.
Yeah.
This is exciting. Yeah.
yeah.
and
And
then-
the cone doesn't even waver; it just stays solid. There's no cracks or ripples or anything in it. It stays so solid. Like this thing cannot get through it right now.
Yep. And then I fire my Eldritch Blast, which is 2 beams at this dude.
Yeah. Is it 2 attacks? So that.
Natural 20.
Yeah, boy.
So
Deal some damage.
Yeah, it takes-
But as it leaves your hand, the spell dissipates. The bolt leaves your hand, starts to twin, and then fizzles into nothing. And you hear a coming from behind you, where Mammy and Chelsea are, and Voiha has dissipated your magic and cast counter
What is
spell.
the range on that?
60.
Are you even in 60?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's only moved up 30 feet from you.
so I've been sprinting, and then I'm trying to cast Eldritch Blast, and I just get like the crackling energy, and I fire it, and then it just kind of like fizzles and drops, and I hear the laugh, and I stop, I turn around, and I see the half-orc laughing.
You got anything else?
Yeah, so I stop, I turn around, I see the orc laughing, I make eye contact with him. And then I turn around, I'm basically just like, he's not worth my time. I turn around and I use the dash as a bonus action to get right up as close as I can to the bard and birder.
You've moved 60, so you already were 30. You are 10 feet from the bard.
Yep.
Vadok, make a perception check.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's good.
17.
You hear a low hum emanating around the whole cavern.
More summons.
And you look over at the pillars where Torak and everyone are, and you see the dirt and dust going like this and vibrating, and it seems to be originating from the doorway.
Oh shit.
And you see up on top where the 5 protruding stone diamonds are. 3 of them are lit blue, like a bright blue.
I turn around and I'm like, the doorway is opening!
And you have the gem.
What gem?